Good afternoon, everyone. Something different today. Right, so I don't know if you follow Charlotte Lyons on Instagram, but she had a free tutorial to make this beautiful wreath. And I just screenshot it and then printed it out. So I've increased the bird. That's one. So it was 132%. Then I increased it again. It came off the page, so I'll have to adapt the pattern. So House of Wren Studio on Instagram, Charlotte Lyons. Now, mine is not the same. Look at these gorgeous felts from my shop around the corner. Those little sparkle larkles there. Right, so I've got my dangerous hot glue out. I never use that because I've already burnt myself. I ripped bits of skin off. It's terrible. I don't want to even say it. I can't even think about it. So I'm just having one of those days. I don't know what I want to do. I want to do everything and nothing. So I just sat and mucked around with these. I haven't put my bird on yet, so I've done this one. I had one foam wreath left, and these flowers here were up on my shelf. They were a bundle that I had bought, you know, like a little bouquet of faux flowers. I didn't have anything sparkly like Charlotte's because I went to the shop this morning to finish off. I had to get a couple of things. I didn't have anything like that. Yeah, I didn't have any of that lovely stuff, so I had to sort of improvise. But I'm really happy with how it turned out. I've just got to make my bird and put my bird there. And then this was a little wire wreath that I had. It's going to go that way. Yeah, maybe like that. And I had wrapped it already with some cheesecloth. And then I just did the same process as the other one. This is a foam one. And then this is a wire one. So to give it a bit of thickness, I'll show you how I did that. And this gorgeous stuff, it's woolly knitted rope or something that I got at the shop around the corner. But I've used it all now, so I don't have any of that left. But anyway, I thought I'd show you how I wrapped my thing. So I've got a bigger wire one here. And so I thought I'd do that one. So I've just got to grab, I'm not quite organized. So my foam one, I just used this old sheet and I ripped it into strips, and old pillowcase it is, ripped it into strips and did that. But now what did I say needed? I told you I was hopeless today. Oh, I know. I need, where is it? I think it might be in this drawer. It might be in this drawer. Don't get excited. This is, it's a mess. Maybe I could do one. Maybe I should do one with some blue and gold. Because I've got the blue. No, maybe not. Maybe I should stick to white. I've got some white here. Is that old or? No, that's antique. I don't want to use that. I've got a new one somewhere. Here it is. It's on the roll. This is Stamperia. Cheesecloth, and all I can't even remember, it was such a long time ago. Look, it comes on this roll. I think I just twisted it and wound it on, sort of like this. I might have even stitched it. So you just sort of I loosely wrapped it around. I'm not putting my hot glue on yet. I don't need that. I'll just go around here in a very loose fashion. Loosey-goosey. Goosey-loosey. Oh, no, not goosey-loosey. So Lulu and I, we went to the shop around the corner today. She needed to get some DAS for sculpture for the holidays, I think. And so we went to the shop around the corner, and I thought, well, I had some, I think I might have stitched it. I know what I'll put on this to hold it. And obviously if you do the wire one, it's a little bit more fiddly, I think, than the foam one, because the foam one, it's, you know, it's obviously got a bigger surface to work on, and there's no need to fluff it up or anything like that. So we went to the shop around the corner. I haven't been there for a long time. And so I got those. There were so many more lovely Christmassy sort of felts like that with the sparkles on. So I could have bought them all, but I restrained myself to buying 2. Okay, and then I just pulled out all these bits and pieces that I have to do this. I'm just trying to do it, keep it loose and messy. This is a bigger wreath than my other one, wire wreath than my other one, so it's going to take me a little bit longer to... I don't want to cut it off because then you waste it because you don't know exactly how much you need. So hopefully you can see what I'm doing. I'm standing up so you probably can hear me really well. So how is everybody today? I didn't really feel like doing my December daily today. I probably will do it later, but I might not video it. I don't know. We'll see how I feel. I felt like doing this. I feel like it and I don't feel like it. Like I don't even feel like stitching the bird, but I'm going to. I will stitch the bird. And I've got those lovely felts. I need to do the birds. I'll have to do 3 birds, won't I now? And I've got all kinds of things I should be doing, like I haven't told you why I actually ended up going, besides the desk, why I went to the shop around the corner. I'll have to get back to that in a minute. I haven't finished Susanna's collaboration off. I'm procrastinating. I've done part of it, the main part of it that the decorative part, like on my sister's I did a vase on. I did something else on Susanna's that I really like. Very happy with that. But I haven't done the rest of it. I don't know why I'm procrastinating, Susanna. Anyway, I'll be sending it. Hopefully it'll get there. It's meant to arrive in January. Hopefully it'll arrive. Hopefully. I'll send it after Christmas. I'll try and get it done. So I need to turn my glue on. Sorry, guys. Now, I have a very bodgy glue gun that if I leave it on too long, it gets all overheated. And then it swells and it doesn't stick, like it won't go through the glue thing. So I've got this synthetic piece of felt here. I'm just going to cut, they're about 1 centimetre, 1/2 inch width. I'm just eyeballing it, just going to cut it a nice couple of long strips of that. I probably only need 1 or 2. Hopefully I didn't make you go out of focus. And I'm also going to put some, I'll cut 1 more strip of those. I could have done that before. If I've got any lumpy bits, I'll just snip those off because they're not attractive. I mean, if you want to be all perfect, you can get your rotary cutter out and rotary cut it so it's all nice and straight. But what I will tell you is you won't even notice it. You've got that many layers going on, you won't even notice it. So obviously mine is different to Charlotte's. The only thing that I'm going to be doing is similar is the bird, because it's her bird. Because I don't have the same things as Charlotte, so I can't do it the same as Charlotte. Right, so that's that. And then we've got some music paper. So I actually liked it in the thinner strips on this one. On the foam wreath, my foam wreath was round, so I did not wrap my foam wreath like Charlotte said with batting. I didn't need to. It was round. I don't know what the purpose of that was for her, but I didn't need to do it. I won't use that bit. And I found that if I ran out of things, like I might need 3 strips of that, but I'm not going to bother ripping up another page. I'll just separate them and then something else will go on there. I'm not worried with that. It's not everywhere. That's what I'm trying to say. It's not hot yet. But then we get this. I don't like using hot glue. Hot glue is a nightmare for me. I burn myself every single time, like rip layers of skin off, first of all. And second of all, you get strings everywhere. It's just a nightmare. So I'll put some glue on there. So, yep. So whether you're wrapping, you've got a foam one or this one. So I've bulked this up with the, what is it called? The cheesecloth. You could bulk it up with some batting. I didn't want to use batting because my batting is that nice, the really nice one. So I'm just going to go around with this. I just went around with cheesecloth. Now with the wire, if you're doing a wire one, I recommend thinner strips of things because now I might leave a space and I'll come over here and do it over here. Just because I'm lazy and I don't want to get another piece of music paper. So that can wrap around there. And also the benefits of the foam one too is I did some gluing, but then I also pinned. I used white topped pins to pin things in place. So I'm going to try my best not to burn myself because it really is a nightmare. Okay, and then in the opposite direction, if I can figure that out, which is the opposite direction. So I've been going around that way. So then I'm just going to start here and get this and go around the other way. So you have your spirals, if you know what I mean, sort of crisscrossing over each other. And pulling, probably shouldn't pull too tight. I'm pulling a little bit tight there. And just nice long wraps around. And I'm basically just using all these bits and pieces of what I have. Get a little bit of glue on there. So I have to kind of have to go as quick as I can when I'm using my glue gun because, as I said, it gets very hot and then it swells down here and down there, and then it doesn't push the, it doesn't push down on the hot bit, and then the glue doesn't come out. So I'm doing my felt all the way around. Now, as I said, I don't have any more of that nice woolly stuff. It wasn't that cheap. Well, I can't remember what it was, but it was, I only got 2 meters because it wasn't the cheapest. It was a few, maybe, I think it was €3 a meter or something. So I just got 2 meters. They had lots of colors. Okay, so that's that. Then what do I need? I've got my Christmas box over here. And in my Christmas box, it's one of those IKEA boxes with the compartments. There's not much left in there. It's not as exciting as it used to be because I've used a lot of the stuff. And so Charlotte used gold rickrack. Now I could use that too. But I think I'll keep that because that's all I've got and they didn't have any around the corner. So I'm going to use, I bought some, this was very inexpensive, like 40 cents or 30 cents a meter. So I'm going to use this and wrap this around it. So you've got to put a little bit of, was that what I did next on that one? Here it is. So, oh no, you know what I'm going to do next? I'm going to grab some sort of lace, but not an expensive lace. Grab something like this. I think my mother-in-law gave me this. See, I won't use that. It's too, for sewing, it's too thick. But you know what I will do is just cut it like this into a strip that's not too wide. It's good for this sort of stuff. And see, it's got holes and bits taken out of it, so I'm not worried about cutting it up. Someone gave it to her. I don't know where it came from. I fortunately said, yeah, sure, I'll have it. See, that bit's nice. See, that bit I might take off and I'll glue that on somewhere else. But let's just, I like to put my, well, I'll put my glue, where will I put it? Here. I'm going the opposite direction. And so as you can see, you're just building up all these layers and you're only getting little peekaboos of what's underneath. You don't get like full on, you can't full on see everything all the way, if you know what I mean. It's just a peekaboo. Peekaboo experience. Right, there we go. And we'll cut another piece and we'll have another little piece coming down here. They don't have to go all the way around. There's no rules. We make up our own rules. No rules at all. So I'll cut it off to there again. And which way was I going? That way. So I'll bring it, I'll come here and just put that on there. Round I go. If you can hear singing, Lulu's watching the Ariana Grande documentary that's new on, I think it's on Netflix. So that's that. And then I'll do that bit. Well, will I stick that bit on now? Or will I do my gold first? So I'll get rid of that. Put that down there. I might do my gold first. It's a nice long piece. You need to keep long pieces because you don't know exactly what you need, how long you need it. And as I said, don't worry if you run out because you're going to be putting other stuff on, so that will compensate. Now, I'm not pulling too tight because I don't want to squish down the squishiness, if you know what I mean. I don't want it to be all tight and skinny. And just coming forward as you wrap. And each time you're wrapping, you've got kind of going, if you can remember, because I don't know which way I went before, but you kind of try to go in a different direction. So slowly building it up. Now, I need to stand up. I might pause the video because I have to stand up. And on these, of course, on this narrow one, oh, you see that's come undone. I don't know what I've done there. You don't need quite as much. I'm just actually going to go over that again. So I don't know why that's loosening up there, and I'll glue it there. Okay. So anything sparkly that you've got that you might like to use. I only bought a couple of things for the project. So let me just get some glue here. Okay. So we've got those sparkly bits on there. Oh, and then the next thing I wrapped around before I get anything else is this. Did I wrap that? Yes, I wrapped it first. I have this stuff. €1.99. Don't know where it came from. Maybe from, no, it wouldn't have come from IKEA because they don't put prices on like that. Now this is wired, so it's a little bit hard to glue. So I think I might just sort of wrap it round like that. And this one is, I might need to roll it back on its thing. I probably got it from the I think I got it from the supermarket years and years and years ago. It's meant to go on the tree. And I thought it was a good thing. I keep going in the same direction. I should have switched direction, but anyway, because then they end up wrapping on top of each other. I should have gone the other way. But anyway, it is what it is. So just wrap it all the way around. Whatever sparkly bits you've got. Round it goes. Now, I'm not too worried about this playing a bit here because it might be an area that I may put some more embellishments. So I was telling you, we went to the shop around the corner because I'm having my mother-in-law on Christmas Day. I wanted to decorate. I had this thing that popped into my head that I needed to decorate the table. And so, oh, that's finished, so I can just put that in there like that. Now, I actually could have one of those on this one that it's so big. They're very old. I think we bought those when the year Lulu was born, Mum and I. Definitely bought them with Mum. Okay, so that's those. I don't think I need anything. I didn't have any more. So on this one, which one? This one. I even just had this little tiny bit of pom-pom trim and I just stuck it there, and I like that. And a little piece of lace, I just stuck it on, and I just found it in this box here. But do I want to stick anything green on? Well, I could. I'll keep that out. I'll keep that bit out. I don't know if I'll go into the reds because we're more green and white, I think. Got all these bits that I cut out that I don't even use. There's some lace there. I could have used that. Oh gosh, what was that noise? There's some berries. Maybe I'll keep those. That's a nice colour berry. Just trying to see if there's anything else of any interest in here that I might like to use, and no. So I'm going to pause my video for a second because I just need to hop up on the chair, and I don't want to fall off on video. That would be interesting. So I'll be back in a second. Okay, so I'm back. Oh, maybe I never went away. And I've got this. This is like, it's wool felt, and it's a wool felt cord that you can buy here. And I actually forgot that I had it. So I'm going to try and find the end. And you guys can probably see it. Maybe I'll have to create a new end if I can't find it. And I'm going to wrap some, here we go, found it. I'm going to wrap some of that around. So I need to go the other way because this gives it a bit more texture. So I'm going to go the other way. I'm remembering. So, yep. So I went to see, Lulu needed to get the DAS, and I wanted to get, I have some. So when I did my ebook, I used them as props. I had these lovely faux Christmas holly and stuff like that. And I got them at this shop here that's called, it's a French franchisee sort of shop chain that has quite nice, you know, fun decor things and stuff. And it's not expensive. You can get good, cool stuff for gifts and things, little, you know, if you have to give a little gift, that's not too expensive. And so anyway, I had to go and get, they had really cute little Christmas mugs, so I got them all for Lulu's friends because they weren't expensive and they were really cute. And so I forgot one, a sister, and they're our friends, and so I thought, oh no, I have to get one for her sister as well. I can't forget her. And so I had to go back and get another one. And so I thought, oh, I'll have a look. But they didn't have very many decorations this year. I don't know if they already sold them, or see, that just adds nice texture, I think. Or if they sold them all in November maybe. And we couldn't, in November we were in orange, I think, zone most of November. So I haven't been, you know, I hadn't been there for a while. I want to burn myself. Okay. Right. And so I wanted to go, and I actually had a little look there, but they didn't have very much. And so we went to the shop. I know the shop around the corner has decorative Christmassy things as well. I bought these little flowers though. I should have bought some more. I need more now. I don't have any more left. So I'm going to put my bird here, and I'll put a tie there. Although this is quite pretty, this one. This one could easily sort of sit on the table, and then if you had like a dish and a candle, or a candle in a glass, you know, those candles, white, just a white candle or a red candle or something would be very pretty in there. Oh, someone's hiccuping there. Oh, now I needed to add these bits. So let's have a look. I might cut this one. I'm going to stick a bit. I'll stick a bit maybe here. I'll just put some glue there and just carefully, without burning myself, stick it on. Oh, nearly. Maybe I'll use the end of a pencil, this pencil, to push it down on there. And then we'll have this bit, trim that off, stick that on as well. I'll put that bit maybe down here. Grab that pencil, because I know I'll burn myself if I touch it with my fingers. And then I think I'll just stick this little bit here. Don't want to throw anything out, do we? So yeah, I guess got some, but theirs weren't as nice. They were more like the, you know, the faux berries and stuff like that, and poinsettia flowers. I got white ones, a couple of white ones. They were okay, but a lot of their things looked really, really plasticky, and I don't like that. The ones from the other shop look, as much as they can, they look more realistic. Now, I could cut some little bits of this here and there, but I think I won't. I'll just sort of lay them there until I sort of decide. I could put something. Yeah, I think I like those. I was going to lay them there, but I'm actually just going to glue them on, because you change my mind in a flash. The mind it doesn't stay for very long. the thought that I have, it just sort of flies out the window and something else happens completely different to what I said. So we'll stick one maybe down here because we don't have much going on down there. Well, I say not much, but there's actually quite a lot going on, isn't there? Okay. It's very busy. Okay. Now, I pulled apart. I had this bouquet of flowers I mentioned, and I pulled them apart. Ideally, it could be really cool if I were to glue them and put gold, some sort of gold on them. I gave them a wash because they were very dusty. That one's all right. It's got a bit of pink in it. But these are, I've washed them, but they're still dusty because they've been up on the thing. That one's not too bad. We'll keep that one out. It's not too bad. We'll keep that, and we need that one there. We want that one. So the dirty ones, I thought I might, they're not, well, I've washed them, but they're still dirty. So I thought I might not use that. Yeah, they're not clean enough. But I have these. This is what I used in the other ones. I like those. I might just put some glue on them and put, you know, what's it called? Sparkles on them. Glitter. That's it. Glitter. That's the word I'm looking for. Oh, and I like these blackberries. So I'm just going to do it similar to the other one that I already did because this is what I've got. I can't do anything else because I don't have anything else. Sorry, I'm just speaking to the ground. Because I had them drying on a tea towel. Now, obviously, I've got a whole forest here. I don't need a whole forest going on. So I think we'll just drop that flower. It's a shame because I think it'd be really pretty on here. Well, let's just put it aside. Here's the original one. I didn't put too much on that one. I didn't go too crazy. These, I mean, they have been washed, so I'm not afraid to use those. That's all the berries I've got. Maybe I could use some of these. And then I've got those. And that. Now, I'll just snip that horrible foam. It was stuck on some horrible foam. Okay, let's see. Now that I'm doing it on video, I'm probably all nervous and not able to do it. So just because they've got wire in them, I don't have my wire cutters. Of course I don't. Let me have a look at this. So I think I could have it like that. Put those there. You've got to decide where you want them, and you just slide them in under where you've been winding stuff around. Oh, someone's got the hiccups. And I will put a little bit of glue under it afterwards. I'll have a look at that in a second. I'm just sticking things on to see how it looks. Now, I don't want that to be so tall, and I don't need that spindly bit there, so I snipped it off. I want it to be a bit fuller. And that's just going to, well, in theory, it's going to slide in there somewhere, somehow. And I don't want to cover up the lace. There we go. I'll have a look at it in a second and we'll muck around with it. So the first person to ever teach me to do these sorts of things is my mum, of course. My mum made some really beautiful wreaths years ago. And so I have made them before. Actually, I've probably got a whole lot just sitting somewhere that I had sold quite a few of them in the past. But then I probably just didn't bother anymore. I've probably got quite a few sitting there somewhere. So I'm just going to stick that down a little bit. And then I want to put these ones, I think I'll put these over here. So I'm just going to fold that one up. It's got that pointy bit there. We don't want to be injured. I don't want to put them at the same level, so I'll hold it up and look. And I think I'll put those more up there. And then down here we'll have the bird. I probably might put a bit of greenery up there as well, but make it a bit smaller. And we need to start Put it in there. I bet there are some expert wreath makers out there thinking, goodness gracious, what is she doing? What is she doing? What does she think it is? Shoving things in. But I like these these wire ones because they're flatter, and you could. I might put that one over there. I wish I had another couple of those flowers, but I don't. Because they could just be decorative on the table. They don't have to hang up on the wall. Just do that. And in here, I'm going to put that one. There we go. So that's how I would see it. So, see, if I had a flower, I'd stick a flower there. That would be great. I could stick that there. I was thinking I couldn't before, but it's a bit glitzy, I think, because it's got gold around it. But no, I don't think I will. But now, I do have this little bit here that I don't like, so I might grab this and put a little bit of this here. I'm just going to wrap it around like that, I think. Put a little bit of glue. Grab my pencil so I don't burn myself. How about that? I should have had that at the back. Oh, got to be careful. Got to be careful. And just so that there's not just one random piece, I'll put another piece up here. Okay, and a lot of woo for Ariana Grande. Okay, so this one will probably need an even bigger bird because it's quite big. So I've stuck that there. And now I feel like I need a third one. A third one there. No, I'll just leave it. So that's that one. And it could become a tying thing. So I'll put a tie up there. And it will need a big bird here. It could even need another grid. Like it would have looked really nice with... so I would love that. I think that would be perfect there. I have the issue that it's very dusty because it's very old. And so I really like that. I need to dip it into some sparkle or give it a scrub. So I might add that to that one, and then I'll have my bird sitting here. That's very empty up there. It needs something to hang down. It really does. I just think that's too sparkly though. Anyway, so that's that one, and we'll worry about that one. I won't finish that one off in this video, but that's the idea of how to get your composition. I do need this flower on here, but I need to give it a good clean up because it's dusty. So that's that bit. So I'm going to pause my video and we're going to come back and we're going to make a bird. Okay, so I'm back. I think I've got everything. Excuse me for my messy mat, but I just have it here because I was using hot glue and I don't want to sort of mess up my other one more than what it already is. So all I did was put my paper on my enlarged drawing and make a little template. So I need to cut that out. Now I'm just doing it with regular copy paper because I'm going to pin it to the felt. It's very bad drawing because I didn't fit it all in, did I? But it doesn't matter. So I'm going to pin it to my felt. And then cut it out on that, from that. So Charlotte says to cut 2 wings, 2 body and 1 tail. I think I'm going to cut 4 wings, 2 bodies, and 2 tails. So the tail is more fluffy. Okay, right. So I've just cut it out of a scrap piece of paper. Now I'm going to use this felt here. It's got a side to it. So what I want to do is I want to put my bird on there. I'm going to cut one piece out about the size of the bird. And then I'm going to cut another piece out the same size as that. Okay, so then I need, because I want, I'm going to be stitching the 2 sides of my bird together with the wrong sides together, because the wrong sides would be these. I put them, I've got to already flip them around when I'm tracing, when I'm doing my, cutting out my pattern. So that, because, just say I put, and I'll show you, just say I put my pieces like this, okay, cut my bird out, and then I need my pieces to match up. I have to turn it around. And no, I have to, I can't turn it around, sorry. I've cut my pieces out so the beak is both on this side, but then it means you get the white side on that side. So you need to have your felt, or if it's got a direction, if it doesn't have, if it's all just white, then you don't have to worry about it. But if you've got a pattern on one side of your felt, you need to reverse it. So have the right sides facing out. Okay, so then you just pin it like this, like so, and then you'll just cut it out. And I'll probably just go, I won't go flush, I hope, to the pattern. So it might end up a little bit bigger than what the pattern is. Put those aside. Now normally I would keep those, but I probably won't bother. I've got a nice big piece of that felt. And so there's my bird body cut out. See? Yeah. And now we need to do 4 wings, I said. So I just put my wing on here. And there's no, you don't have this pattern, I mean, because they're dots, they don't really have a pattern. So I need to cut it out, and I need 4 because I'm going to do 4. And you do the same thing again. Now I'm not going to pad the wings. I'm just going to stitch. Stitch this together so that. See, I haven't even unravelled my fabric, my felt. I'm just going to stitch them together just so there's a little bit more substance to them, and you don't see the white side of the wing. I do love this felt. I will say that. Now I need to cut 2 tails, I said. The tails, I'm not going to stitch them at all. I'm just going to put 2 in so they're more fluffy. So the tail is more fluffy. And there we have it. Okay, so we'll cut those out. So again, these, I want to flip it around. Cut around it. I don't think I've even read Charlotte's instructions. I better read them before I stitch anything, hadn't I? Although I do kind of know how to make the bird, because I've made felt birds before. This is just Charlotte's shape of the bird. So that's one wing. Keep those together, because I cut those together so they'll fit together, obviously. So you want to keep them, oh, that doesn't fit. Wait, if I put it that way, it does just fit. I need to flip that one around there as well. Well, that's a bit bodgy of me, isn't it? Not getting my felts to fit. I mean, I'm lazy. I could get another piece. I've got plenty of felt there. There's no reason why I couldn't get myself another piece of felt. But no, I'm not going to. I'm just going to wing it and go with it. I unplugged that thing, didn't I? Oh, yes, thank heavens for that. I will need it to glue my bird on. So that's that. And then we need to put this like so. Pin it. And you could use pattern paper, but I mean, I'm not going to bother. obviously. You can use pattern paper, but copy paper is okay as well. So snip around there, and then I'm also going to just snip into there, because I'm not going to, I can remake this. I traced it, so I've got the original, so I can remake my pattern if I need to, and that's going to be my towel. Okay, right, so what we need to do is, first thing I'm going to do, I had my thread. What do I do with my thread? Oh, it's under the wreath. I'm just using, actually I could use, why don't I use embroidery floss? I'll use the perlate. It's quite thick, but I think it'll look nice. Why don't I do that? So first thing I'm going to do is just stitch around my wings so they're ready to go. They're not exactly the same size. Maybe I'll just trim a little bit off this one. Oh, tiny bit. So I'm just going to slip my knot in the middle, inside. Just slip it inside. Now, as I said, I'm not padding these wings. They're just going to be whip stitched around. Very fast job. Oh, I didn't bring myself in a brown. I need a brown for the beak and the eye. A brown thread. Is it just a concert, Lulu? What? Is it just a concert, the documentary?
Yeah, I think it is.
Well, that was an easy peasy documentary. Just showing the concert. And then just end it off. No, not just do a double sort of knot. Go through the felt and knot it. There we go. That's done. Now that's my knot, so that's going to go on that side. And this one, that's going to go on that side, so need to flip it around. Yes, have my knots happening on that side, so hopefully I'll make it around with this thread. Now with the bird, I'm not going to bother putting the eye on the other side, because if you have it hanging on the wall, then or on the door or wherever you want to put it, you don't really need to have the eye on the back, because you won't be able to see it unless it's hanging in the window. So that's a personal choice, but I would be hanging it on a wall or door. Okay, see how quick that was? It's not a long thing. It doesn't, I don't think it's a long, you know, it doesn't take that long to make. Okay, now I'm just going to have to hop up for a second and get myself some brown thread, because I didn't bring it. Unfortunately, I have them here. So here we go. Whoops. Knocked my glue over. Right, what colour brown will I have? This brown will do. Yes, I like this one, 3031. I'll use 3 strands. And this is going to be the front. I'm going to have it facing that way, so I'm just going to put an eye there. It's just satin stitch. And I'll go over it a few times, hopefully, because I've got these bronzy sort of sparkle-larkles on my felt, so that I might blend in a little bit, but I can't do much about it. That'll have to do. And then here I need to do the beak. And as I said, if you want to, you can colour the beak in. Oh, I see. Okay, I'm going to do the beak afterwards. I'll have to do it afterwards when it's stitched, because I'll go through both sides, so we'll do that afterwards. Right. So I'll just end off the eye. We're already at construction stage because this is not overly decorated, this bird. Okay, trim that off. Okay, put our two birds together. And so we can stitch around our bird. Now I'm going to put a pin in so it stays together. I'm going to leave an opening here. I'm going to use my embroidery floss because that's what we did on the wings. And I'm going to leave an opening there because I need to fill it. And that's very important to remember that. And I usually leave my openings down the bottom. So I'll start here, tuck that in there, and I'll start whipping around. I mean, these would be super cute. You could put a little hanging thing in here before you stitch it shut, and they could go on presents and things like that. So coming around here, I'm not putting my wings on, I'm putting them on last. But I will, when I get round to the tail, I'm going to insert my tail. And of course you can have things in, you know, different coloured wing and all of that. But I just liked how Charlotte's was all one colour. I really, just something different to what I would normally do. I normally do all kinds of things, all kinds of colours going on. So if you forget to put your tail in, you just have to unpick what you've done and come back and put your tail in. So there's my tail. Just going to hold it in place. Make sure my stitches are tight enough. Don't want any gaping holes in it. Now when you're stitching your tail, I've slipped mine in a bit far probably, but when you're stitching your tail, and make sure you go through all four. You'll be going through 4 layers. You've got to make sure you go through all 4. And then here you just go down, make sure you catch the back and come back up here. I'm getting tangled. I need to probably twirl my thread around. So come back in. It's very easy. Okay, so I'll just come around a little bit further. And I won't cut my thread off because then I need to close my bird. But I need to fill the bird first. Okay, so I think I'll stop about there. I'll do one more stitch. Now sometimes I just like to catch my stitch here because I'm just going to catch it like that, so it doesn't open while I'm filling the bird. So I've just got an IKEA cheapo pillow here, and that's what I like to use. It's got the lovely flocks in it to use. It's much cheaper than buying you know, toy filler. So you fill your extremities first. When you're filling things, you go into your extremities, and you can use the end of a pencil to help you. And then I'll go up and fill the beak. You can also use scissors as well if you have to go into a really pointy spot, but that's okay. I'm gonna embroider that anyway, so I'm not too concerned about it. So you fill it until you're happy with it. You'd be surprised how much stuff goes in. When you're filling a teddy bear, it takes forever. Like a softie, they take forever to fill. A little bit more. Okay, so that's going in there. Of course, you can do embroidery on your bird, you can put beads on your bird, whatever you like. And just stitch it shut. It's so easy with felt. It's so easy to do these things with felt. It really is. And that's that. And see, I've made my tail double so it's a little bit more fluffy, and I could even snip them down a bit further if I wanted to, so they really flop a bit more. Oh, can I see, Lou? Get this thread.
I just didn't know what to draw in it.
Oh, it's gorgeous. This is what Lily, the birthday card Lily's done for her friend. Isn't that gorgeous? It's really gorgeous, Lou.
Thank you.
Love it.
It's a bit wonky.
Nice paper.
Thank you.
What paper is that? Oh, that's the Arteza mixed media paper.
Yeah.
Because of course I gave one to Lulu because they came in a 2-pack. So all you need is just a little bit of regular cotton or 1 strand of embroidery floss, not the thick one, the thin one, and then you put your wing on. And I'm going to start here. I'm not going to stitch it all the way down because then it will give it a little bit more dimension. It won't flatten out. So I'm just going to start there and stitch it on. Put it at the angle that you would like. And I'll probably stitch it to about there, I think. Let's have a look. A little bit more. That's it. And then I'll just knot it. Okay, so that's that. Oh, and then Charlotte had done some stamping and added on some stamping. Well, I haven't done that. We'll have to do that too. There's a bit more to be done. So you want to make sure you have your little knot. Well, it's not the end of the world if it's not. Your knot's not at the back. But, because this will be the back. yeah, probably good idea to put it there so it's a bit neater. And then just sort of hold it at a similar angle to the other one. Or they can be at different angles. They don't have to be the same. I wonder what we're going to eat for dinner at my mother-in-law's tonight. We're doing Christmas Eve tonight. What do you think we're going to eat, Lulu? Oh, we're probably going to have truffle because she always gives us truffle. Because
like roast, maybe?
some sort of roast. Yeah, probably.
And something else.
Okay.
It's so cold.
I probably should take a photograph because it can go on the December Daily.
Yeah.
So that, you see, they're not stitched right down. Otherwise, they'd be like that. You just leave them sort of floating. It's a birdie. It's a birdie. It's a cute birdie. So now I just need to do one more thing. I need to. Did I say I needed to do something else? I can't remember. I need to do the beak. I want to put a beak. You could have. I could have had you know, brown felt and cut this round and inserted a beak. That would also be a way, but it'd be a little bit small and fiddly, but you could do that. I've just done my little quilter's knot here, and I'm going to try to slip it in between the two layers there. Trying. The operative word is trying. Come on, here you go. Just cut that off. So you don't want to go right to the point because it frays. But I'm just going to colour it in with my thread. If I can get that in there now. No, that's not going to, I have to go back in where I stitched it. So it's a little bit of a rounded beak. That'll do. Put one more stitch in here. It is what it is. Oh, from this direction, you see I got it to go in. There we go, I did it. In you go, there we go. Got rid of the knot. And then just do a knot there. I won't go too cray-cray. Okay, so that, oh, you know what I was meant to do? I was meant to turn on my hot glue. Turn on my hot glue. Where's the thing? Am I recording? I hope I recorded that. Oh, I did, thank heavens. Otherwise I'd have to do another one. I do have to do another one, but I'm not going to do it now. Okay, so we'll decide which one will the birdie go on. So you could put a thing and it can hang down, but I'm going to have it, oh, it's going to be really pretty. I think I might put it on this one. Let me see this one. Oh, it's going to be pretty on there too. I think I'll put it on the big one. Okay, so I wait for my glue to dry, and I was just going to, oh, I had found a piece of cinnamon there that I had left over as well, and I'm going to stick my bird there. That's where it's going to go, there. And hopefully the hot glue will hold it in place. Could have something pretty hanging down there. That's what's going to happen. So that's inspired by Charlotte's project. So, sorry guys, I forgot to turn the glue on. And I'll finish this one off another day. But just to give you an idea, super pretty on that one as well. That should go there. And then I would have something like this up here to tie it, to hang it, sort of thing. Or you could tie a bow there. A bow would be pretty. Just a minute. So just to do a bow, let's go like this. So you could have a nice big bow up there, and I might even put that there, and then have your bird there. I don't know if you can see that, like so. Oh, wrong way. That's the front of my bird. Or a bow down there, and the bird sitting with the bow. That could be pretty too. So lots of options. Let's see if the glue's coming out yet. Nope. Oh, nearly there. So, not quite. See, it's nearly there. It's a really, oh, I mean, this is probably as old as Lulu, this thing. My mum bought it. I think she might have been teaching me how to make wreaths. I don't know. And I mean, oodles of glue when it's really hot come out. Oodles and oodles. Let's see what's happening. It's not one of those ones that you can do fine detail work. It's, there we go. And there's my little bird, and it's really stuck. There we go. Oh, it's super cute. So that is it. I've got to put a tie thing up there, and I've done the wreath. I think I stuck my bird on the wrong way, but it doesn't matter. Not the wrong way. I should have had it sticking down a bit more there. Can I take it off? I can. I need to adjust the position of the bird. That's it. A bit more like that. Better. And I like the wings being double, and the double tail, so that way, oh cute, there we go. So I hope you enjoyed that. I'm sorry you didn't see me do that. I had to play around with it first, but I did show you. I mean, it was the same process as doing the big one. I don't know where I've put that now, and I'll have a bird on that one, and I think I'm going to put that bow down there. I feel like this one needs the bow. Was it better up there? And then the bird, maybe I'll stick it up there. I think I'll stick it on right now. I haven't tied it very tightly, but I think with the glue, it will hold it. So I'll put that bow up there, and then I'll make a bird. It'll be all right. I probably should have put my tie, but I can glue my tie on the back. It's not the end of the world. I should have put my tie there first. And cut that at an angle. And I'll make another bird. I think I'll do the same colour. I don't think I want to introduce the blue. So that's the bow there. And I've cut those at an angle. And where's the blue felt? Can't find anything. Oh, here it is. Don't know if I want a blue bird or a beige. Probably keep it beige. And that's going to stick up there. So that's that one. Whoops, got things everywhere. So that is my video for today. I may or may not come back with a December daily. I haven't decided. And I will see you later or tomorrow. So thank you for watching. Bye.